Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael, and this is Happy Ghost Reacts. Today, I will be continuing my reaction series of Jujutsu Kaisen. This will be episode 3, labeled Girl of Steel. I can only assume that this title is referring to that girl we saw in the last couple frames of the episode where she was on, well, not frames, more like seconds. She was riding the train to, I believe it was Tokyo, and that was pretty much all we learned about her. So I wonder if she's a student at this school, going to become a student at this school, maybe a owner of one of the fingers that Itadori has to eat. I probably doubt it's the last one, probably something else. But so last episode we got to see more of Satoru, as we kind of watched the first episode's perspective a little different with the opening scene. We saw him show up at the end of episode 1 where he had eaten the first finger and become possessed, and then basically fought him in his possessed form. An absolutely incredible badass scene. By the I feel like cinematography is the wrong word. It's just animation, I think, at the end of the day. But animation for that fight, like the 360 feel that they were able to give off, just everything about last episode was great. But now we have pretty much the narrative that's going to drive the story from this point on. Now that he has eaten one of the fingers, well, 2 actually, as of this last episode, he now either can just die or eat the other 18 fingers of Sukuna. And obviously he's going to take the one where he lives longer and will benefit more people, because if he eats all the fingers and then dies with them, he dies with it, or the curse dies with it, which would in turn then lessen Curse's power and existence throughout the world, threatening less people, and less people will be killed by curses because his fingers strengthen him, from my understanding. So we learn that Satoru is very strong, very badass. He even in one of the scenes said that he was stronger than Sukuna. I don't know if that's true or he was just trying to provoke him, but I hope he is, because he's very fun to watch, and if we get more of him soon, I will be a happy man. I am simping for him, I gotta say it. So yeah, so then Megumi, I believe is correct way to say it, is now like essentially like his dorm room neighbor, him being Itadori, and not a big fan of being close to him, but you know, nothing you can do. So yeah, so I guess the narrative is that he has to eat the rest of the fingers now, which I believe at this point, they originally said that Jujutsu Tech had 6 fingers in their possession, now only 5 because they fed one to Itadori. Excuse me. And I'm not really sure their plan on how he is going to earn the ability to eat the rest of them. I can only imagine they're going to force him to become more accustomed with the ability to handle more cursed energy, or like teach more about it to him, as this is all very new to him. And yeah, I'm not really sure how he's going to be given the right to eat the remaining fingers. I wonder if this is going to be one of those things where he's got to kind of show his worth through actually finding other ones, because as we learned, he's kind of a radar now to be able to find the ones that are almost non-existent or extremely difficult to find. So yeah, I'm just very curious how the tech is going to decide when to give him fingers, and I'm very curious who already has fingers, because he said that some of them are probably already eaten by other curses, maybe even other people. And some of them are very hard to find, while others have such a strong presence, aura, curse energy, whatever the correct terminology is there, that they just kind of got to go out and find it. So I wonder if this next episode, being episode 3, we're already going to find another finger. But from the name of the episode, I wonder if it's more just going to be based on that girl we saw at the end of last episode. So I'm going to stop talking now, and let's jump into episode 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's go! Ooh. I wonder now if this girl is actually that third first year. Probably, given the name of the episode. I like that red. I don't know if it was intentional to match his shoes. What the heck? What a douche. His glasses. Okay, so it's not normal. Last time she saw him, he wasn't wearing this blindfold. So she's just meeting them for the first time. Well, that's pretty judgmental. Ah. They're going on a mission. Is it a tour? This is a very lighthearted moment, but I feel like this is not going to stay lighthearted for too long. Well, she really changed her mind about Potato Man. Oh, that's why right there. Yeah, that's very apparent. You were toying with us country folk. Ah yes, curses, don't they manifest through negative emotions? Like fear, anger, sadness? Well, you're probably gonna have to witness him swallow another 18, lady. Field test. I'm excited. Mappa, please keep it up. Your animation has been nothing but impressive and incredible. Yep, in that finger. Interesting blade. Ooh, I feel like it's foreshadowing something. Wonder if this is going to be the first time that he struggles with keeping him under control. Already doesn't want to even talk to him anymore. Dang. Oh, he found one. Whoa. With this music. Do you need a receipt? Oh, this is this is sick. I'm clipping. I need to be quieter. Ooh. Oh, one down. I wonder how many are in this building. Yeah, you can. You proved that in episode 1 when you scaled a school building. He knows it's there. Woohoo! Calling him on his bullshit. Hammer and nails. Woo! Whoa! That is creepy though. Whoa! Ooh! Hot damn. I don't know if it was that easy though. Just gonna possess another mannequin? Oh, or the board? Or there's a kid. Oh. Whoa. It's not like you can throw those nails anymore. All of these curses look so unique. I like it. Ooh, I don't like it. Oh. Why, I wonder why that one in the rugby field was a level 2. Very interesting. This is crazy. He tried hitting him to the wall? Ooh. Yeah, see, now that potato looking face saved your ass. Not talking about the kid, I'm talking about the girl. What is that gonna do? Oh! Whoa! It's like a voodoo doll? As long as she has a part of the curse, it will impact the rest? That's wild. Drove it right through the center of the chest. Is that really the only 2 curses in the building? Three curses in the building? He is a physical masterpiece. I really hope this isn't foreshadowing that this lady somehow gets wrapped up in this whole situation. Okay, so yeah, she said she went back to Tokyo and now she's in Tokyo. And now she wants to run into her. Hopefully. Or find her. She's been so back and forth this whole episode. Oh my gosh. She's still a child at heart. Steak and sushi, you're missing out, bud. Juvenile center. Probably a lot of negative energy here. Okay, so what the absolute hell is that thing? Was this the mission that wait, are we getting foreshadowed for next episode? God damn it, we are. Glad I checked for a post-credit scene. I love this casual conversation of arguing about where to go for food. Sushi on a bullet train? So, I really liked that episode. It was about this girl, and this girl was actually the other student of Satoru. She was, I believe, from my understanding, the first or the longest person in the first year. And she had never met the other two yet, from what I'm understanding. And she's very all over the place. I believe that through childhood, and this might just be reading real in-depth to character information we've been given, but it seems like she's had a lot of trauma from growing up, and it's pushed her to become somebody who wants to live in the city, but I think it's her only motive is for the woman that was forced out of the countryside because of the country folk. And the way she acts, she's very childish. I mean, I'm not saying at all in a negative character point of view. I like her character. I believe that she's a child still in a way, because I feel like it's one of those things where like she didn't really get a childhood in a way. I don't really know if that makes sense, or that's just me diving too deep on what we saw in one episode, but she's very like, she would go from serious to childish to all this, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just over analyzing her character, but I really like it. I really thought her whole hammer and nail cursed energy move was super cool, as well as her like voodoo doll, where she used the arm that Itadori cut off and then stabbed it. I'm assuming that this acts as like transferring whatever powers that be to then, because this arm came from that curse monster that when she stabs the straw doll through the center of the chest, that's aiming for the heart essentially, and it killed it. Now we also understand what the levels mean when talking about curses, and it's not strength, though it could technically correlate. It is more about their intelligence and understanding of just things. Like, there's some that are just dumb and some that are just super smart and more of a foe than others, and it makes a lot of sense. And so, like I said, I'm very curious why Megumi immediately graded that one on the rugby field as a level 2. I wonder what he did, or what the curse did, excuse me, to kind of like warrant that rating. So we didn't also see another finger this episode. I'm not surprised. I mean, 2 episodes in a row, I can't imagine they just keep throwing fingers at Itadori, but they're probably going to train him first in better understanding and being able to use the cursed energy that he is now in possession of. And it makes a lot of sense. There's no reason for them to just keep feeding him fingers if he can't really utilize it or have preventative measures as Sukuna grows in strength inside of him. So he's probably got to become stronger as a Jujutsu user, curse user. I don't really know the correct terminology I should be using there, but he's obviously got to become more knowledgeable about this whole new world that he's been introduced to before he continues to make this curse inside of him grow stronger, and it makes sense. But at the end of the episode, we got to see like really unique like scenario test of that building. with the girl and Itadori, and like he is strong. Like without even having his body possessed, he is physically capable of a lot. He is like a physical masterpiece, and it just keeps making me think every time he does these like extreme feats, what his grandpa was going to tell him before he passed away about his parents that he just kind of brushed off. I really wish, I'm sure that at some point we're going to learn some backstory on his family, but I don't know. Very strange why he's so physically capable of a lot of things, and he doesn't even really have to try. This was before the cursed energy even came into his life, so. But then again, he was able to see it, so I wonder the curses. So I wonder if that has something to do with it. Maybe his family has some sort of lineage to do with Jujutsu tech that was never really revealed. Maybe his parents died from a curse. We didn't really learn too much, and his grandpa seemed to we didn't really get to see anything out of him either, so I don't know. Speculating. I really don't have anything to speculate about necessarily. I don't have a lot to work with. I wonder if next episode we're gonna see a finger eaten. I wonder what that big like thing that we saw in the sky is. I mean, obviously it's a curse. It's just like a special grade curse that over a juvenile facility, which would make sense why a curse would be there. I mean, not a lot of positive vibes coming out of a prison setting. Sadness, anger, frustration, all of that explains why that it would probably be there, feasting off of these emotions and turning it into cursed energy, from my understanding. Because if I'm right, that's kind of how it works. That's why like cemeteries and schools and hospitals and stuff like that were listed off as like places that curses are more frequent in and require some sort of talisman to help them like stay under wraps, like the finger that Itadori took out of the cabinet thing outside that was protecting the school. So yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen next, especially given that big womb of a curse that we saw floating above, and their little foreshadow right before a more light-hearted post-credit scene saying that they sent the 3 first years but no one died. So I'm very curious what's going to happen. That's all I have to say. So if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you. If you enjoyed my reaction, please consider dropping a like to let me know. And if you haven't already, please also consider subscribing and ringing that bell, as they say, to stay up to date on all my future videos. And until next time with episode 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and peace.